we're terrible. That's the short answer to it. That's really what's going on. We are just terrible. We've been terrible in our last few games, and there's a lot of underlying measures and underlying things behind that, but the short and sweet of it is we have been awful. We have been completely dominated, completely incapable of creating. It's just ridiculous. Okay, let's start getting into this game by game, because now Tottenham Hotspur are on a 4-game winless streak, starting with the United game where we drew 2-2, and in this game we looked good in the last 15-30 minutes of the game, and that was it. In the rest of the game we looked awful. We were getting dominated by United easily. They were the better team up until that point, and I feel like there was a key moment, which was Odebear and Tell coming on. Those were some key moments, and something that was really showing in that game was our attack. Our creation was utterly just awful and just ridiculously bad, and that's in part due to the fact that Richarlison has been playing every single minute despite being awful. Don't let the fact that he's scored twice in these last 4 games fool you from the fact that he has been easily the worst player on the pitch for us in total. Just completely and utterly awful. There is not one good thing to Richarlison at all. Alright, he scored inconsequential goals in the end. He scored 1 inconsequential goal and 1 goal that he stole off Odebear that was going in anyway. United game, it was just so clear. He was losing the ball, he wasn't doing anything with it. It grazed his head in the end and he took a shot off, and we couldn't even hold on for, 5 minutes we couldn't hold on for before they scored. It wasn't good enough. Moving on to the Arsenal game where it was just even, where it all just compounded and just showed where we were lacking. We set up in that game to be defensive, and were we defensive? No, we conceded 4. We conceded 4, 2 in the first half, 1 in 30 seconds of the second half. It's been ridiculously just awful, and it's just showed every weak point to this attack. One shot on target, and it was from practically the halfway line. That was all we got in that entire game. That was all we got. And it shows that something needs to change. There were some positives as well in that PSG game as we're moving on. PSG game, we looked good. We looked attacking. We looked like free-flowing. We lost 5-3 against the champions of Europe. Who cares? It looked good again. We looked like we did in the first game against PSG. Kolo Muani looked like a competent striker. Lucas Bergwijn and Gray looked great in midfield. And then we go against Fulham and it's all the same. It's all the same. We're 2 down in 5 minutes. Should have been 4. But Mickey van der Ven, I have to say, put my hands up, Mickey van der Ven is the only truly bright light of these past 4 games. Mickey van der Ven, that's it. He was incredible in the Fulham game. He just denied Šeško against United. Could have been more without him against Arsenal. The only good we look going forward is Kolo Muani. Sometimes when he gets that ball and he's up forward and he's 1-on-1, he's great striking the ball. He's a good ball striker. Xavi Simons looks good when he comes on, but then again, we're not creating anything. Xavi Simons, a lot of the games, not these 4 games, but during the season, he's starting to create a little bit, but he can't create much because it feels like there's no one making the runs to get a ball at the end of. I think it's changed now, but after the United game or after somewhere around there, we'd only created 2 through or 4. It was 4 through balls we'd made in 13 games or something like that. 4. Bottom of the table in terms of through balls, successful through balls, and one was in the first game of the season. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. We don't have anyone creating. Pape Matar, for some reason, is not getting game time, and he looked so good early on in the season. Now he can't get a game. Bentancur has been starting every game when he's just not the player he used to be. Richarlison, God, you don't understand. I was almost brought to tears in that Fulham game when he finally came off. 90 minutes against Arsenal. We pushed Kolo Muani out to the left to accommodate Richarlison. 90 minutes against United. 90 minutes against... What was the other team? No, he didn't play against... No, he did. 90 minutes against PSG. Pretty sure. It's just ridiculous. We're pushing to accommodate him. He finally came off against Fulham. Maybe finally we can see Richarlison not getting minutes. We're going against this Newcastle game looking like nothing is going to change. It looks like it's going to be 5 games winless now. And in the league, it's now December. We didn't get a league win in November. We have to go back to the 26th of October against Everton. It's ridiculous at this point. What's going on with this club? I don't know what's happening. Because it looks so positive. It was so positive before. And now it's just... It's useless. We're not creating anything. We're not looking good at the back. Vicario. Seems like we've got the most brainless world-class keeper because when it comes to shot stopping, he's so good. But he can't distribute at all. He can't get the ball to anyone. He's the most inaccurate passing goalkeeper I think I've seen in my lifetime. That goal against Fulham, sure, it's a good finish from Harry Wilson. Why is no defender getting back to block that when Richarlison is jogging? He's jogging to his net. It's ridiculous. Like, we had Ange before and it was such good football. I was Ange in to the very last moment. I really felt like he could pull us through. With Xavi Simons? It was Xavi Simons. Oh, what Ange would have done. But instead we're with Thomas Frank. Doesn't really know what he wants to do. We just keep seeing more and more rotations and not taking out the players that aren't working. Finally, we saw Odo Bear play well against United and he started the next game. That's what I want to see. Okay? But Odo Bear, he had moments of brilliance where he was dribbling through them. But then he had no one to pass it to. Feels like every attacking player when we're going up has no one. It feels like it's going to be a 1 versus 4 every single time a person tries to go forward. Xavi Simons looks so frustrated every game and you just can't blame him. Because what's he supposed to do when he's dribbling past 3 or 4 players and then he's got 5 more to go? Right in front of him and no one to pass it to. No passing options. Now it looks like he's been terrible and it really hasn't. We need more support to our players. And that is what on earth is going on with Tottenham Hotspur. Those specific things, you can see it in these 4 games. In these 4 games that we haven't been able to win. There's glimpses of brilliance that are immediately dashed by no support. By individual mistake. And now we're at the point where we're 12th. And we're looking just as bad as we did last season in the league. And we're not prioritising anything else because we're not winning the Champions League. We're not winning an FA Cup. We're most certainly not winning the league. But yeah. Alright, that's going to call it for this depressing video. Hoping to see much more content. We're back now. I've got an editor, so everyone say thank you to Nekez. Because he has made it possible for me to come back. Because the reason I stopped making videos is because I hate editing. And he's taking up the mantle of editing for me. So everyone just please, in the comments, say thank you, Nekez. We're going to be seeing more... mid to late December, I'm going to be going to see Rio play in the Conference League and I'm planning to do a match day vlog to that. We'll see what we'll do. Maybe I'll do a review after the Newcastle game. We'll see what happens. As of today, it's tomorrow. I imagine this will be coming out on the day of that. I've not got much planned of what I'm actually going to record, but we'll see how it goes. Planning to do more football content like this, obviously. And other than that, I've been Ollie Mudkip, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.